What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on NIO Stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how technical this asset is at this very point. Then I will continue with the fundamental news, and I have to say that the news that we have on the table right now is very positive on NIO, but we also have some downsides, and I will explain you what I'm talking about. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this very point, and I've told you that this asset was at the edge of its support, and it had even several weeks right here below the range of support that I marked by connecting several recent bottoms at the range of about $7.2. And I've told you that if we will have a confirmation of the breakout below this range of support, as you can see, I drew these two lines, in order to confirm its next trend. And so far, we didn't have this confirmation. And I've told you that we have to break the range of support, retest it from the bottom as the range of resistance, and then we have to go lower at this point, or we have to make the same exact price action to the upside. And instead of this, we had several more candles with the long wicks to the downside. And these wicks shows that it has a real support at ranges in between $7 and $7.2. And it couldn't break this range with the confirmation. We don't have any candles that closed below, let's say, $7.10 mark. And right after they published their earnings report, the price skyrocketed, and it gained from its lowest point to its highest point more than 10% to its value. And guys, I have to say that this movement is very significant, especially if you take a look on the volume, but the downsides are still on the table. And in my technical analysis, I will show you what I'm talking about. So let's take a look on their earnings results. And first of all, let me show you right here. If you click on this icon, you can see that they have an EPS of negative $0.312, and it is a sale price of $0.039, almost 11%, a bit more than 11%. And the revenue is a bit lower than expected. They reported $2.611 billion instead of 2.634 estimation, and it is a negative share price of 0.89%, and the overall results are quite positive. Let me show you this article. It was published on cnepost.com just yesterday, and it says NIO Q3 earnings, revenue hits record high, gross margin rebounds to 8%, loss narrows. And the main catalyst for this company is their gross margin. And as you can see, it rebounds to 8%. And in a minute, I will show you how important this matrix is. So, first of all, NIO quarterly revenue in RMB, in millions. And as you can see, they set their new record. And they also set their NIO quarterly delivery record, more than 55,000 vehicles. And this shows that they are on the right path. On top of that, guys, let me show you this very important chart. And let me quote you this. Its NIO's gross profit margin was 8% in the third quarter, compared to 13.3% in the third quarter of 2022 and 1% in the second quarter of 2023. So this huge increase of about 7% definitely is definitely a very good sign, but they still have huge room to grow to beat their Q3 of 2022 and to beat its all-time high at Q3 at 2021 of more than 20%. And yes, it has a huge room to grow, but it is a quite long path. Let me quote you further. It had a vehicle margin of 11% in the third quarter, compared to 16.4% in the third quarter of 2022 and 6.2% in the second quarter of 2023. The decrease in automotive margins compared to the third quarter of 2022 was primarily due to changes in product mix, partially offset by lower unit battery costs. The increase in automotive margins compared to the second quarter of 2023 was primarily due to changes in product mix and reduced promotional activity, NIO said. And let me show you another quite important chart. It is NIO quarterly net loss in RMB in millions. And we know that NIO for now is trying to reduce their losses, and this fight in my opinion is quite successful in Q3 of 2023, because if you take a look on the trend of this decrease, and if you compare it with the extremely high level of quarterly deliveries, definitely it shows that they are on the right path. And I have to say that in general we have Deutsche Bank that set their price target, and they made their first outlook on the Q3 2023 results, and in general they are quite positive, and they set a price target at $16 instead of 17. They lowered the price target, but the rating is still buy. And even $16 mark implies more than 48% of upside potential on NIO. And in my opinion, these results, these Q3 of 2023 results are very positive on NIO. And let's continue with the technical analysis. But before we dive deeper right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell, and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, we have very positive results, and in general, this result leads to this quite substantial movement to the upside, especially if we take a look on our hourly time frame. You can see that on pre-market hours, NIO had quite substantial movement to the downside, but then immediately it rebounded to the same exact level, and it broke on lower time frames. It broke even the range of resistance. But on the other hand, if we take a look on 4 hours time frame, this resistance still holds pretty good, and we have to see a confirmation. As I already mentioned, we have to see this type of price action to the upside that should break the range of resistance. Then we have to retest it above this range. We have to retest it as the range of support, and with the conviction of volume, we should break above the previous swing high. As you can see, this movement will invalidate the bear count, at least a short-term bear trend. And so far, we are still in this formation, and let me remind you that in general, this formation is a descending triangle. We don't have a pure breakout below this range, despite this quite substantial several attempts. But if you switch to daily time frame, you will see that this asset is still inside this formation, and we have only a long wick with a very high level, with a very high volume. And we have a red candle that basically opens at this very point, had a breakout above the range of resistance, but then bears regained the control, and it pushed the price even below the opening price action. And this is quite a bearish sign, especially if you take a look on the volume. As you can see, this volume and this candle is quite bearish. That is why, guys, wait for the confirmation. Every experienced trader has to have a good tolerance, because if you try to predict the market will definitely ruin your investments. And if you react on markets, definitely you will have much more chances to be profitable over time. And this means we have to see a breakout, real breakout. And that is why just stay aside from the trades, I think, till the end of this week. But if we have some updates that might be important for NIO's price action, definitely I will do another video and I will show you what I'm thinking about. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys until next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.